Alright people, buckle up. We're talking travel in 2025, and it's getting more complicated than a GPS in a roundabout in Rome. Specifically, we're looking at our friends from China, who might be facing some challenges when it comes to jet-setting around the globe. From the majestic Taj Mahal to the dazzling lights of Times Square, we're diving deep into the top 9 countries where Chinese travelers might encounter a little more friction than usual. Think of it as your travel advisory, but with way more jokes, because hey, even if the world's a mess, at least we can still laugh, right? First up, we're heading to India, the land of spices, Bollywood, and some pretty tense relations with China. We're talking border disputes, trade disagreements, basically the kind of stuff that makes diplomats lose sleep. What does this mean for the average Chinese traveler dreaming of snapping that perfect selfie at the Taj Mahal? Think potential visa restrictions and increased scrutiny at the border. It's not ideal, but hey, at least the food will still be amazing, right? Look, nobody's saying you can't experience the magic of India, but it might take a little more planning and patience, and trust me, that's saying something. Next, we're hopping over to Taiwan, a beautiful island nation with a complicated relationship with mainland China. To put it mildly, it's like that family reunion where everyone's pretending to get along, but you can just feel the tension simmering beneath the surface. And you know what that means? Travel headaches. We're talking potential flight disruptions and stricter visa requirements. Now, I'm not saying you can't visit Taiwan, but it's not exactly a spur-of-the-moment kind of trip. It's a journey, my friends, a journey. Ah, America, the land of opportunity, freedom, and increasingly strict travel regulations. It's a place where dreams are made, where the streets are supposedly paved with gold, and where anyone can make it big if they just work hard enough. But let's be honest, getting into the US these days can feel like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. Look, I love the US, but getting in these days can be tougher than trying to parallel park a monster truck in a bike lane. The process is filled with endless forms, long lines, and a level of scrutiny that can make you feel like you're auditioning for a spy movie. And for Chinese travelers, it might get even trickier in 2025. With the ever-changing political landscape and international relations, the rules and regulations are constantly evolving. It's like trying to hit a moving target. We're talking heightened security checks and potential visa delays. The scrutiny is intense, and the waiting period can feel like an eternity. It's not just about having the right documents, it's about proving your intentions, your background, and sometimes even your future plans. Now, I'm not saying you can't live out your American dream, but it might require a little more paperwork and patience. The dream is still alive, but it's wrapped in red tape and bureaucracy. You'll need to dot every I and cross every T to make it through. But hey, let's be real. America's always been a melting pot of cultures and ideas. It's a place where diversity thrives, and where people from all walks of life come together to create something truly unique. The cultural festivals, the food, the music, it's a vibrant tapestry of human experience. Plus, where else are you going to find a 7-Eleven on every corner and a drive-through for everything? From burgers to banking, the convenience is unparalleled. So, while the journey to get here might be a bit of a hassle, the destination is worth it. After all, it's America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, and the ultimate melting pot. Next stop, Japan, the land of the rising sun bullet trains and some rising tensions with China. It's a tale as old as time, 2 countries, separated by a body of water with a long and complicated history. And you know what that means? Travel complications. We're talking potential visa restrictions and increased security measures. But hey, let's not get too discouraged. Japan is still an incredible country with a rich culture, stunning scenery, and toilets that practically give you a spa treatment. So if you're planning a trip to Japan, just be prepared for a little extra scrutiny and paperwork. Alright, K-drama fans, listen up. We're heading to South Korea, the land of catchy tunes, delicious food, and some delicate geopolitical balancing acts. It's like trying to walk a tightrope while juggling chainsaws and singing a ballad impressive but inherently risky. And that, my friends, is where travel complications come in. We're talking potential visa restrictions and heightened security measures. But hey, let's not let a little thing like geopolitics dampen our wanderlust. South Korea is still a vibrant country with a fascinating history and delicious cuisine. So if you're planning a trip to South Korea, just be prepared for a little extra scrutiny and paperwork. Next up, we're heading down under to Australia, the land of kangaroos, koalas, and some increasingly chilly relations with China. It's like that awkward family barbecue where everyone's trying to avoid talking politics. And you know what that means? Travel uncertainties. We're talking potential visa delays and increased scrutiny at the border. But hey, let's not throw another shrimp on the Barbie just yet. Australia is still an incredible country with stunning natural beauty and a laid-back vibe. So, if you're planning a trip to Australia, just be prepared for a little extra paperwork and patience. Oh, Canada, our friendly neighbor to the north, known for its stunning landscapes, polite citizens, and some increasingly complicated relations with China. It's like that friend group where everyone's getting along swimmingly until someone brings up that awkward incident from last year's holiday party. And you know what that means? Travel hiccups. We're talking potential visa delays and increased scrutiny at the border. But hey, let's not start stockpiling maple syrup and poutine just yet. Canada is still an incredible country with a welcoming spirit and diverse culture. So, if you're planning a trip to Canada, just be prepared for a little extra paperwork and patience. Next, we're popping across the pond to the United Kingdom, the land of tea, crumpets, and some rather strained relations with China. It's like that family reunion where everyone's trying to pretend they're not secretly judging each other's outfits. And you know what that means? Travel anxieties. We're talking potential visa delays and increased scrutiny at the border. But hey, let's not start hoarding biscuits and binge-watching The Crown just yet. The UK is still an incredible country with a rich history and vibrant culture. So, if you're planning a trip to the UK, just be prepared for a little extra paperwork and patience. Last but not least, we're heading to Vietnam, a country known for its stunning landscapes, delicious cuisine, and warm, welcoming people. From the emerald waters of Ha Long Bay to the bustling streets of Hanoi, Vietnam offers a unique blend of natural beauty and vibrant city life. The street food markets are a feast for the senses, with the aroma of pho and banh mi filling the air. The rice fields stretch as far as the eye can see, painting the landscape in shades of green. However, it's not all smooth sailing. Vietnam shares a complex relationship with its northern neighbor, China. The two countries have a long history of both cooperation and conflict, which can sometimes spill over into the travel experience. The border between Vietnam and China is a place where these dynamics are most evident. It's like that neighborhood barbecue where everyone's trying to get along, but you can still sense a little tension lingering in the air. You know the feeling. Everyone's smiling, but there's an undercurrent of unease. This can make travel plans a bit unpredictable. And you know what that means? Travel question marks. Will your trip go off without a hitch, or will you encounter unexpected hurdles? It's a bit of a gamble, and it requires a flexible mindset. We're talking potential visa restrictions and increased scrutiny at the border. The paperwork can be daunting, and the process might take longer than expected. It's essential to stay informed about the latest travel advisories and visa requirements. But hey, let's not pack away our chopsticks and conical hats just yet. Despite the challenges, Vietnam remains a top destination for travelers seeking adventure and cultural immersion. The local cuisine is a highlight with dishes that are both flavorful and diverse. Vietnam is still an incredible country with a rich history and vibrant culture. From ancient temples to lively festivals, there's always something to explore and experience. The cities are bustling with energy, and the countryside offers a peaceful retreat. So if you're planning a trip to Vietnam, just be prepared for a little extra paperwork and patience. It's all part of the adventure. With the right preparation and a positive attitude, your journey to Vietnam can be an unforgettable experience. Embrace the uncertainties and you'll find that the rewards far outweigh the challenges. So, there you have it, folks. Your whirlwind tour of the top 9 countries where Chinese travelers might face a few more hurdles in 2025. It's important to be aware of these changes and plan accordingly. Look, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Navigating through new regulations and requirements can be daunting. But hey, who said travel was always a walk in the park? Sometimes the best adventures come with a bit of a challenge. Sometimes it's more like a hike through the jungle. You might encounter unexpected obstacles, but that's part of the journey. But here's the thing, even with all the complexities and uncertainties, planning ahead can make a huge difference. Research your destinations, understand the local customs, and be prepared for any surprises. The world is still a big, beautiful place, full of wonders and experiences that are just waiting to be discovered, just waiting to be explored. From the bustling streets of major cities to the serene landscapes of remote areas, there's so much to see and do. So don't let a little thing like geopolitics stop you from chasing those travel dreams. Stay informed about the latest travel advisories and regulations. Just remember to stay informed, be prepared, and use all the resources at your disposal. Whether it's travel apps, guidebooks, or advice from fellow travelers, knowledge is your best companion, and pack your sense of adventure. Until next time, safe travels, my friends. Embrace the journey, cherish the moments, and make memories that will last a lifetime.